So you want to be an entrepreneur and you don't know where to begin. No one's telling you how, no one's stepping you through, no one's taking you by the hand and guiding you and saying, do this, this, and this. And then you have the added problem is you ain't got no money, right? You don't have any money to start a business. So where do you even begin? This is the right place for you. I'm the Real Teddy Talks, educating you daily on entrepreneurship, your hustling, your grind, and building generational wealth. And today we're going to talk about starting a business with little or no capital. As always, if you're enjoying my content, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I've recorded a new video, which is practically every single day. Hey YouTube, it's your girl, the Real Teddy Talks, educating you daily on entrepreneurship, your hustling, your grind, and building generational wealth. And today we're talking about starting a business with little or no capital in 2021. So I'm going to run through 6 ways you can start a business with little or no capital. And let's get right into it. The first decision you need to make when starting a business with little or no capital is how much money do you even need? Do you really need a lot of money to start? Most businesses nowadays, you can start online with an online presence and you can scale it and market it via social media avenues like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. So you can start these businesses and that's virtually free. All you need is an internet connection. And you can advertise and do that. You can build your brand kits. You can do all of your logos. You can come up with all your slogans via free platforms like Canva.com and several others. So you have to decide, do you even need money to start your particular business? So whatever your business is money even an object? Right? Is it even something you have to worry about? Now, granted, further down the line, you're going to need to incorporate. You're going to need to have a true brand presence. You're going to have an official logo. You're going to have all of your certificates and license through the state and the city, et cetera, et cetera. But to get started, you don't need those things. Applying through the federal government for your EIN number. All of these things are virtually free if you have an internet connection. So you may not even need money to get started. The second way to start a business with little or no capital is to start small. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Everything doesn't have to be done big. You don't have to scale immediately. If you're going to do a service-based business, start with friends. I have a cousin who needs to start a personal organizing business, and she can start by just letting her social network, her friends, and her coworkers know that she does this thing on the side. She can take a picture of her beautiful cabinets, her beautiful closets that she's organized at home, and that she's probably already done for family members, and then that is her portfolio. She can start a $9.99 a month website or go onto WordPress and start a free website, and she can advertise her beautiful personal organizing skills. All of that took, to start for the first month, probably less than $25 and word of mouth. Putting yourself out there. So put yourself out there to your network, start small, get 1 gig this weekend, 1 gig the weekend after that, 2 gigs the next weekend, and build up from there. And once you started pulling in that income, then you can worry about scaling. So you don't have to do it big at first. Start small, take your ego out of it, put yourself out there in your social network, and watch the magic happen. The third way that you can start a business with little or no capital is to find an investor. So there are angel investors. These are people who may or may not know you, but they like the idea. They like your idea. And to find an angel investor, chances are good you're going to need a great elevator pitch or you're going to need a business plan. I did a video a couple days ago about whether you need a business plan or not. You should watch that and make that decision. So find an angel investor. A mentor may want to invest in you. You may have someone in your social network that sees you doing great things and sees your potential, and they may want to invest in you. My only caveat to that is you need to have a very specific signed by both parties or multiple parties legal document that's protecting you, and it explicitly states whatever the terms of your arrangement are. If there's no legal agreement attached to it, do not do it. You only take money from investors if you know what they want in return. When you take money from someone, there's going to be an in-kind exchange, and you need to know what that is before you agree to it, because they will come to collect. The fourth way to start a business with little or no money is to get a loan. Now this can be a bank loan, this can be a federal loan. I did a video last week on loans that the government's offering right now in America. We have the EIDL, Economic Income Disaster Relief Loan, and then the PPP, which is the Paycheck Protection Program. Now if you're just starting a business, the PPP wouldn't apply to you because it's going to be based upon pre-disaster earnings from your business, right? So we're talking 2019 and 2020. So if you weren't in business in 2019 2019 or 2020, you really can't apply for those loans. But there's still an option for a bank loan. Check the terms, check the interest rate, check your credit, and know that you're even eligible for these loans, but a business loan is not bad. The second type of loan you can take is from an investor. Kind of similar to the angel investors, instead of them just investing in your business and wanting probably a cut or a share of your profits. If an investor is giving you a loan, then the terms of their loan are going to be attached to the payback of the full amount with interest and potentially also some kind of profit sharing agreement. So again, make sure that those terms are explicitly stated, that you understand them. If you don't understand them, find a lawyer that helps explain them to you in detail and then decide if you want to do that. And the third way that you can take out a loan is to take money from a friend. I'm going to put a big red X on that. Do not take money from friends. Most friendships cannot handle loans. Most friendships cannot handle the exchange of money. I'm not saying all, but most. So if you're going to take money from a friend, do it very cautiously and ask yourself, what's more important, your friendship or the money? And if your friendship is more important, find another way. I'll do a whole nother video on that on another day, but it's not my recommendation that you take money from friends. The fifth way to start a business with little or no capital is to get a grant. There are several avenues to get grants from the government, from the state, from your county, from your local chamber of commerce, from the Small Business Association, from the federal government itself. Now, most of these grants are attached to you doing some kind of nonprofit or charitable or community type of work, but that's not all. There's a lot of banks that give loans and they just give you certain criteria, meaning you have to have a business plan. You need to check in with them once a month. I will do a more detailed video on grants because I think it's something that comes up a lot. I get a lot of emails about how do you get grants and who doesn't love free money, right? Because grant inherently means money that you receive that you don't have to pay back. So I will do a separate video on that, I promise. But a grant is another great way to infuse capital into your business, and you can start with little or no capital. The sixth way, and y'all ain't gonna like me for this, the sixth and best way that you can fund your business with little or no capital is stop spending money unnecessarily. A lot of us spend money on things that we don't need, and we do it on a regular basis. I'm not going to get preachy. I'm not going to go into detail, but I will say I will challenge you to go over your last month of spending, the last 30 days, go to your bank, download every single transaction that you've done for the last 30 days. And we're in February now, so this doesn't include Christmas, right? It's all that extra unnecessary spending. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the last 30 days of January or whenever you're watching this video. Analyze every single purchase you made and mark them with an N or a U. The N is necessary and the U is unnecessary. And then once you've looked up all the unnecessary, and that includes, frivolous activity. I'm not saying like your self-care time. If you need to go to the movies, we're in COVID-19, I don't even know if they're showing movies. But if you have to go to the movies once a week to kind of decompress and escape from the week, that's your thing, that's self-care, that's necessary. But my habit when I'm in the States is a Starbucks coffee, especially when I'm visiting, right? I get a Starbucks coffee every day. It's like $6.50 a pop, right? If I did that every day, we're at like $40 times 4 weeks, it adds up quickly. So that's unnecessary spending. I can get a Starbucks coffee every now and then. I don't need to get one every day. So look at all of your U's, add up that amount, and see if that's not enough capital to start your business. And just do better, all right? That's all I'm asking. Go through your finances, find out where you're wasting and hemorrhaging money, unnecessary subscription, frivolous purchases, spur-of-the-moment purchases, things like that. Cut it out. And I assure you, you'll probably find more than enough money to start your business. And all I want to end this with is saying, be patient. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your business. You don't have to start big. You don't have to do big. You don't have to prove anything to anyone and leave your ego out of it. If you do those 4 things, your business can grow from a little mustard seed into a beautiful, beautiful, huge thing. And you'll look back on that and you won't even believe that you started where you started. You can do this. Invest in yourself just 1% a day. Reach your exponential greatness. And you'll have phenomenal results at the end of the year. This is the Real Tidy Talks, signing off.